Evening and welcome to the Licensing Committee meeting of Melton Borough Council. Members are reminded that we will be audio visuals this evening and the meeting live on. Members are asked to physically raise their hands in the usual indicate they wish to speak and to use their microphones when benefit of all present. The microphone is live, red light plays. Please switch mobile phones to. I will now provide a reminder of the evacuation procedure. In the event of having to evacuate the council chamber, please leave by one of the 6 emergency exits around the sides of the chamber. Please assemble at the far side of the car park nearest to the park entrance. Officers will be on hand to assist persons who require any public recording meeting. There is legislation that allows the public to film, record, or use social media at a council meeting. Does not be disruptive, nor include any filming or recording of the public seating area. Apologies for absence. We have councillors Matt, Ian Atherton and Margaret Day, and we have councillor Mike Brown, is substitute councillor Clay. Are there any more apologies? Right, declarations of interest. Any members who wish to do so, please make declarations of interest in respect of items of the agenda meeting. Minutes. To confirm the minutes of the meeting held on 4th of February 25. I wasn't at that meeting. Some of you must have been. Yeah, so nobody's got any comments about those? So I say they're approved. Minutes from licensing committees, there are no minutes for noting. Now we come to the big one, the Hackney Carriage and Private Hire Licensing. And we'll have Sarah Flower to provide a brief introduction to the. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you for attending today's meeting. I'd like to inform Melton Borough Council with the statutory last review licensing and the Hackney Carriage and Private purpose is about the standard trade. Draft Melton standards when considered licensing of statutory guidelines. This means to fail overstated. Policy has been endeavours as both in respect of the vehicle. Table has been highlight the changes which point carefully consider. We are seeing by any member of the trade commission. The responses will be collated and corrected for place. May choose stated policy light of the comment. Depending on the comments received, bring the new policy text sooner. I would like to draw members' attention to trade, that being the requirement for 5 or more accessibility to trade policy A. Member Fabs, however, are typically expensive to purchase and therefore his taxi trade operators are by license them at no cost and allowing vehicles as a potential cost pounds over the lifetime of a vehicle at levels. As a result, this policy requirement being introduced now have 3 driver or therefore in respect to the policy ask for the out for welcome members.
Page 11. Under second. Now we'll go in 8. If I might just say something about the recommendation about the wheelchair vehicles. I do have I need to do much more research, and so I'm happy then if I want to make a comment, I shall do so as a person, and but I'm happy for this day in this record. Right, open to the debate then. Anything to say about any? Say from my experience with, yeah, I too have, and what I have suggested that sometime perhaps you can have a report about these understand what can be. So that's what I'm hoping. Anybody else things to say about that? Happy to hear. Jane.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Yeah, read through again, but I did incredibly hard doing, and really seems to, I think, they've seen, and I think it is an excellent
And I don't know whether you all, there's a load of stuff about licensing um, our website, and it's really a huge amount of detail. So it's for us, but it's also for
Checks of the should be some check of the
page. We
page 101.
yeah,
and that
101, but then the
101.
page
Appendix B.
yeah,
Okay.
I've got that in front of me. Page
Fees.
So it's number 10, Appendix B. And this Appendix B, of course, this sort of changes that happened. 2000 So delegated powers. Does someone?
I'm interested in the auction process. Costing. Who approves it? Change to committee checks. Exceed the considering application. Change the costing. Ditch over it. Year. Thank you, Chair. I want to pick up on this opinion. And see. Obviously, I wasn't on the committee original reading this report. At that time, opinion of members was a lack of provision borough, and they introduced to provide and increase it. And clearly, that's been successful. Available. I'm making a couple of assumptions here. One is that the reason members want to see that unmet need, know that good or ill demographically in various care over demand vehicles. I also make the assumption that at the time used, the argument about the additional cost valid then materially changed. I mean, there it seems principle that there would be an additional cost. I can see nothing what's in front of us or generally that anything that is materially changed since taxes. So I would like to propose that the and is of course open to us all as it was covered make our indication. But
Is in the, that'll be one of,
Yeah, just to clarify the point, licensing. Fact that we were and by members. That's going to
Simon. Horrifying.
He'll come back to
It is going out for publication. Who can submit anything? But at the moment, so we had it proposed as and
sorry to be pedantic, Chair. When you actually read voting on item 2, provide guidance. If we just pass this,
well, I think it's
asked to approve. Perhaps the monitor.
at the top.
Chair. Yes, exactly.
As written on, actually have that. I think that's um, and item 6. That's up to, I think, March or and
A Belt to who environmental health and licensing manager. I have the honour of representing her today. She's on annual leave, and this report provides an update to members of the licensing as well as the broad benefits of vaccine. What details the work 1st of April 2020, 31st. It includes for members' benefit a comparison included in the report. Total breakdown for licensing areas, including taxi licensing, general licensing, as well as wanted members to note as well there are a couple of database errors that has been in addition, it covers the event safety oversight and the event safety advisory group, large event, and in addition, the policy updates, as well as highlighting future innovations, and I'm asking members to note the presented today, and I would welcome any feedback on the format and use.
room. Weren't due. Yeah.
I've got a couple of, as no one, I've got a, I can see I'd never even, but they are apparently the internet. They are. Oh well, I mean, it's not that important. It really doesn't matter. Other one I asked was when I looked at our website, as we have a, that really surprised me, and I could, we, but there was almost a zoo, I gather, at one time.
However,
Um, it's another little one again, assistant, and it's right that anyone who utmost sort of consideration and care currently, and of course most, but they don't have to be. I think they have to be, and they really are. And then of course they didn't.
Based in Melbourne. Allergic to dogs. An issue next.
I think most drivers would utmost sympathy, wouldn't they? For anybody, but I do understand, of course, some drivers can have health reasons, but not carrying an.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, on the
But I can certainly look into later on. Never really.
Take the
um,
point.
Thank you, Chair. I just have to ask the question. Table 6 and the data that tells us when you look at last year, Rachel Reeves will be delighted at the I know there's some additional staffing now, but actually going further back, changing system requirements.
So, I've had a change. However, with some of the it's very rare. Ready for process place process it. Now it needed to be out any it would be out sooner. Data often starts necessarily then logs that as when was that application might receive the application yes check registered as that application process it until the application. So whilst the figures say, well, what great job we've done, we could take a pat on the back for it. Unfortunately, I don't think it's necessarily that it's excellent that we out send.
So are we saying what we're now, time taken? Is
I think it's still both. There are occasions. The LALPAC system, related system, in the sense it but some of necessarily of application being so had one and back to the I will say that it has made having focus just older now. That I think in general we are
I just add to that we have had additional staff and had some it, but actually two improvements that have had an impact.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I would like to back Sarah up because in the past there have been some quite complex applications and they're so diligent, they've got things right, and that is all I think for Melton Borough Council, and they might have got quicker because they had another member of staff. Great, they have been doing.
Yes, indeed, it's a very small.
very quickly to say that knowledge. Get their person taxi driver late to apply.
Yeah. To that. And just to and hopefully have a better understanding of what this council can enforce. Hopefully, because I, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Have sufficient knowledge, really. But enforce, and this everywhere, national problem. And I did say to say I was hoping we might get our MP involved on government, some sort of a new guidance, and they've been promised by the government and just not produced. Hopefully we're better off. And if there's a standard requirements across
The a background, it's not the team's quite a lot of to have places of like extra training courses. That's something that statutory happen. So whilst we best to do, there are certain bound by the rules. It's us trying to make don't want to do is place asking of tax conditions driving round with facing
from looking at seem a lot. Clarification. Taxi driver. As in
I think we all agree we need, but they can't be for, it, if they here wanting taxi driver, they were put off it by the, and I these rumours that about it being and cheaper for people to be taxi drivers. Well, our taxi drivers have got to pull their socks up a bit as well, I think, and they must provide the service that I feel. Any more questions, Bob? Sorry, you had your hand. You moved your hand. No more questions. So we've got a seconded paper. Oh, you wanted? Sorry, I thought you were saying you didn't. Oh, that's no, no. That's for your and the training. Train that we've no, I will be